In this video I'm going to do my expert reaction to Eurovision 2018 exclusive rehearsal clips from the semi-final 2, as well as 3 automatic qualifiers. That's Eurovision! Hey, what's up Eurovision fans? That's Eurovision, Ed, the one and only media expert channel about Eurovision Song Contest on YouTube. Since the spring in Germany is just not existent, it just goes from winter directly to summer over the night. I apologize for this funny voice I have. Thank you for watching this video and checking out my channel. Since it's a media expert channel, I specifically waited for all the countries to finish their performances on stage, for all the camera work to be ready to have these actual previews of their performances in Eurovision. Former winner of Eurovision Song Contest, Alexander Rybak, and his silly song about how do you write a song. Of course, the violin, the winning violin, a bit of dancing, the fake violin playing, okay. I'm pretty sad. I'm a little bit sad that they didn't leave these video overlays, or maybe they did, that's only in the beginning of the performance. But yeah, I mean, it's a really nice performance, definitely qualifier because of his charisma, maybe top 10 as well, but it's definitely not my top 10, I don't like this song. So now it's Romania, and I heard that they will have a lot of, mannequins on stage. Yeah, breaking the rule of Eurovision, 6 people on stage. She has really nice voice. I think it's really powerful. However, yeah, I don't get the performance of it. It's a bit confusing. It's just, it's a bit of a mess actually. It's too much of those mannequins on stage, covered in these creepy masks. I mean, I really do not know what should I say about Romania, to be honest. It's a bit of a mess. Serbia and Balkan. Sad love. Okay. Oh, it's still Serbia? I mean, it's just, I really will confuse them with Montenegro for sure. The performance is so similar, and the voice and the theme and everything, and I mean anything which actually caught my eye in this performance was this Einstein-looking granddad, and that's all. If they will qualify and Montenegro will, I will be extremely surprised. Please, Balkans, Serbia, Montenegro, quit forcing this Balkan suckage on us. Do something original, please. And now it's San Marino. The song which I thought was like the mess from actually the moment I heard it, and it's tough for them in Eurovision, this small little city-state. Justice for Valentina? Why? What is that? Like, and we see why it's tough for them, because it's just a mess. I mean, it's just too much of everything, and I mean, like you see, I mean, it's not working for them. Like, the sign just fell off, and it's just so awkward. I mean, no, they won't qualify. I mean, this is just too much of everything, and let's move on. Even though I agree with their message, stop bullying right now. Now it's one of my favorites, which I still cannot believe in that it's my favorite, but that's Denmark and Rasmussen and his Viking troops conquering Eurovision. I mean, it's a qualifier for sure. It's just, the song is just too memorable not to stay in mind of people, but the staging looks, like it's a scene from Lord of the Rings. That's for sure. And let's hope he will qualify. The people won't think that it's too silly. And now it's one of the most scandalous countries this year, Russia, and also the last year as well. And the comment of the staging director for Russia that they are actually planning to hide her disability basically enraged me. And oh God, she's basically in a giant PVC Mountain, okay. They added backing vocalists for a chorus and minimized her, that's just obvious. The dancers and this construction for her, it's just, why Russia? Russia, why? You could have just leave it, her disability doesn't define her as an artist. Awkward, just awkward. She will definitely qualify just because most of people will take her side. I believe in it. It cannot be my favorite. It's just everything about Russia this year. It's getting even more awkward and awkward. And the funny thing is this awkwardness doesn't have anything to do with her disability. It's about them playing with this disability like it would be some kind of feature or something. And now it's Moldova, the song which I found really ridiculous and old-fashioned and just generic for Balkan region. And when I first saw the live performance and the song, okay, it seems like a comic sketch on the stage, but I like this kind of magical box trick thing. That will definitely stay in memory with such performance because it's, oh wow, it's something which is like really original, and they might really stay in mind of people with this performance, even though the song just, it's like, you know, this typical Balkan region song, like let's do the drums and we will be in the final. And it's Netherlands, the song which I really like, and I really like his voice. It's really nice and solid, and the performance was really interesting. Kind of similar to Switzerland performance, but it's really like the camera work is really interesting in this performance. It's nice. I like his outfit, and it's kind of memorable. Not really Greenpeace, but pretty memorable. Yeah, I mean, I like it. However, I don't know. I hope they will qualify. And now it's my top 2 song, which I really like and which I listen a lot throughout this time. It's Australia, and I'm really excited about her live performance. Okay, she's just standing around, dancing like in a club, having very, I would say, not so beautiful dress. Kind of looks a bit cheap, and it looks like a bit like, oh god, I'm kind of disappointed. It's just, it seems like a bit too plain. Yeah, but the song will definitely qualify. I mean, the song is really nice, and it's Australia, for God's sake. But I'm kind of disappointed with live performance. Yeah, it's just a bit boring. And now it's Georgia. I guess one of the most boring songs this year, because I think it's just too ethnic, it's just too folk, and I'm not a fan of folk songs, I guess. And they're definitely going for authenticity. By looking on these men, they look like politicians singing on stage. I don't think this will qualify. It just seems too authentic. It just seems too. Yeah, the song is really nice, and they did everything they could, I guess, on stage to make it look good, but I'm just not buying it. And now it's Poland, the song which I think is very similar to last year's Norway song, and the performance seems similar as well. Okay, it's a really dynamic performance. I can say that for sure. That's really interesting and colorful, and it really goes, wow. The lights and the fireworks, it really goes good with the song. And I mean, they amplified the song, that's for sure. Poland did a great job. And I think they will qualify. I think so. And now it's Malta and Taboo. And I think she said in one interview that she is kind of her message is to break the taboo of mental illness, and that it's visible on stage. And to be honest, now in this, I don't see anything which would suggest to me that we have, like, I don't understand this message. I don't see this message here in this 40-second clip. It's... and as I said, I don't like this song. I think it's just too generic. And now it's Hungary, the song which hopes to conquer hearts of Eurovision fans with hard rock, which Eurovision fans normally find pretty disturbing rather than original and outstanding. And I think he's saving his voice though. His voice doesn't seem so aggressive as it was in their national final. If they keep it like that, it might come in handy for them. Because the performance is actually really tame, to be honest. It was a little bit more mayhem during their performance in national final, which might really help them in this situation. And that's my own country, Latvia, represented by Brazilian, which is a very logical decision. Okay, it's really red inspired, like, or just, you know, kind of rip off of Aminata's performance, and just her voice is really stable and everything is kind of fine, but it's just boring. It's just, she tries to be sexy and everything, but it's just so outdated in Eurovision. The girl doesn't know how Eurovision works, that's for sure. And now it's Sweden, the song which I don't like so much maybe. But I mean, visually the performance is really nice, and Sweden always does. They do something visually original every year, which I, as video producer, cannot underestimate. And yeah, as well this year they do something interesting. So it's definitely qualifier. We cannot imagine final without Sweden. If we have final without Sweden, there's definitely something wrong with people. But anyway, yeah. He's not in my top 10 at least, and even this performance cannot change that. Sorry. And now it's Montenegro and Broken Slavic Heart. Yes, the facial expression tells it all. You're heartbroken, and you have these Slavic ladies dancing around you. Oh. I guess it's just a rip-off of Montenegro 2015, to be honest. I'm full of it. Like, I'm full of these performances from Serbia and Montenegro and Serbia, which are just plain the same every year. So basically this year, I would say Serbia and Montenegro, they play too safe. And now it's Slovenia, also personally one of my favorite songs, because I like it because it's so edgy and cool. And it really reminds me of last year's Armenia, as I also said in my first reaction, because it's just so, a lot of, you know, strobe light effects, and yeah, and she didn't change much from her performance in the national final. However, yeah, she also didn't change the language, which might be very risky for her, because I really don't understand what is the song about. And now it's Ukraine, the song which I really like, but I think it's, yeah, it just didn't have place in my top 10, for example, compared to other songs. And yeah, I kind of like the performer, but I think he's like a bit like weird, like yeah, I like the staging. They kind of didn't change anything from the national final with stairs and such thing. And I bet there will be a fire there for sure. But we didn't see that in this short clip. I think they will qualify. It's the last position in the semi-final. They will qualify for sure. And now it's Italy, my last year's favorite. And this, what is that? Is that lyric video or it's live performance? In Eurovision, I don't get it. Well, I definitely like the translation lyric video kind of style, but I don't. Your Pointless Wars. Okay, that's. Oh, finally I get what is the song actually about. It's about wars, stopping wars. Cool. Fun. Oh yeah, that's the message about peace. Okay, we have it from Iceland. We have it from Italy. Yeah, one of my favorites as well, France. Let's see what France has for the performance in Eurovision. It's really similar to their performance in their national final. But I like the outfit, I like their style for sure. Their visual style is really nice and unique. And I like the song, it's really easy to listen to, but... Okay, what are they doing? These gestures are kind of weird a bit. Okay, this was weird. But I really hope that France will stay around top 10. And now the country which I would like to succeed, but it just doesn't, Germany. And why it doesn't? Because the performance is just like it's like I'm watching Eurovision 2014 or something. I don't see anything extremely extremely innovative and interesting, you know. I see some pictures, okay, but it's just I don't get his message. His message is really, you know, personal. It's like too personal. It's not broad enough for the country as Germany. I'm ready to make my media expert prediction on who's going to actually qualify. I really don't like the Norwegian song, and to be honest, I'm not a fan of Alexander Rybak. But he will qualify, that's no question at all. Second definite qualifier is Denmark, because I think the song is really interesting and his looks are very interesting. So third qualifier is Russia. No matter what, I think we cannot imagine final without Russia. Then up next, again, the country which we cannot imagine final without is Australia, because it's Australia. Even though I like the song, but I didn't like the performance so much. Next definite qualifier is Sweden, of course. We cannot imagine final without Sweden, even though I don't like the song. Sorry. The performance is really visually captivating. Ukraine is also a definite qualifier because it's Ukraine. We cannot imagine final without Ukraine. It's in the end of the contest. The song is catchy, a little bit dark, pop song. The eyes are in different color. Check, check, check. Qualifier. And now this is where the problem actually starts. Who's going to fill the 4 last places? And first, I think either Serbia or Montenegro. I think it will be Montenegro just because it's closer to the end of the contest. Then again, going backwards, it's like Hungary, because I think that still they are very different and they will be rememberable. I like the Polish performance. I think it's colorful, memorable, so why shouldn't it qualify? I would like Netherlands to qualify. Despite this Midwest, tasteful Netherlands performance and the really nice voice, I think that Moldova most likely qualify. I would say that Slovenia might actually qualify for the final because of her position, but she sings in Slovenian, we don't understand it. But I like the song when I first heard it. But what is your personal prediction on who's going to qualify from the second semi-final based on these live performance previews which we have? Don't forget to put thumbs up for this video and other videos on my channel. To see even more from me, be sure to subscribe and click the alert button to stay tuned for new Eurovision expert videos. Be sure to stay tuned for my traveling vlog from the Eurovision epicenter itself, Lisbon. And remember, stay Eurovisioned. Bye.